qui rentre dedans? Ok.
Ça, c'est les miennes.
Ah, désolé.
After the family reunion, we traveled down south to the city of Marseille, located on the Mediterranean coast. Now, despite Marseille being a big city, it is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in the area, some of them only accessible by boat. So with a lot of searching and a little bit of luck, we tracked down 2 local guides to give us a private boat ride along the Calanques of Marseille, which are more or less bays of the Mediterranean. And with no disappointment, they led us to one of the most beautiful hidden beaches I have ever seen.
If you take a
In all honesty, we were all a little concerned about how Grandma was going to handle the trip. And with that in mind, the guide started off things pretty slow. But towards the end, things picked up a little bit. And despite our concerns, Grandma was a true champ. Marseille is the second largest city in France and has served as a trading port for a very long time. It's been one of the main gateways into France and has attracted many immigrants. Many of them here from Algeria, whose cultural influences can be heard and seen throughout the city. And keep in mind, this was a typical Saturday night at the old port of Marseille. Marseille has a pretty good reputation when it comes to food, partially due to its multicultural population. Flavors here are very much influenced by regions such as North Africa, Italy, and Spain. We spotted a nice little diner where we ended our stay here with some delicious locally caught mussels and a few bad ones. We're in La Provence de France for a couple of days. We're staying at Chateau Saint-Esprit, a gorgeous secluded home on an active wine vineyard, the perfect place to mellow down after constant days of traveling. My aunt, cousin, and his girlfriend drove down from Switzerland to join us during our stay here. Salud! Damn, thirsty, eh? We kick back with a little meat on a grill and a few drinks around the table to catch up with family. Now, as much as we all love dining in French restaurants, this was our chance at a home-cooked meal and our opportunity to re-up on a little Asian food. So we prepared some homemade fresh rolls, some white rice, grilled meats, papaya salad, and a little dipping pepper as a side. It was only right that we try a few bottles of wine from the very same vineyard we were staying at. Not too far from the vineyard we were staying at were the Gorges du Verdon, a beautiful canyon I had seen photos of online. And as it turns out, I guess I wasn't the only one who saw the photos, because this place was packed with visitors. The canyon was formed over time by the Verdon River cutting through the limestone walls. The canyon is about 15 miles long, and you can pretty much venture it freely by renting either a paddle boat like we did, or a canoe from the nearby vendors. It was a perfect place to jump a cliff, maybe enjoy the scenery, or even get your Instagram on.
Parfait. Merci.
After you can continue. I give you back. I give you
Good. This looks good, doesn't it?
This is what it looks like inside the escargot. That's escargot. So weird.
You broke the center, okay? And when it's as it hits, you stop the fire.
Quand c'est comment?
C'est quand il reste ça au fond, c'est ça.
D'accord, d'accord, parfait.
En fait, on va laisser cuire un tout petit peu, parce que c'est vraiment ça.
Ah oui?
Parce qu'en fait, après, vous grattez tout ça.
Il est déjà prêt. C'est déjà prêt là ou Ah oui, c'est prêt. Ah d'accord, d'accord. Dip it in there real nice.
It's like dipping a strawberry in chocolate. It's like a marshmallow.
Very nice.
This place here was probably the highlight of our trip. A little town called Annecy on the east coast of France near the Switzerland border. I knew nothing of this place before visiting, and perhaps that's why it took me by surprise. It was in fact my sister who suggested that we should spend a day here on the way up to Paris. We all arrived here in the afternoon, and after checking into our hotel, the family split off to venture the town on their own. There was so much to do and see here. If the scenery alone wasn't enough, there were tons of shops, art, street performers, and French people doing salsa.
You just no, pas toute la peau, petite crevette grise. Vous enlevez juste la tête et vous les mangez comme des
Ah, d'accord.
cacahuètes. Mais c'est pas comme les grosses crevettes roses où il faut tout enlever.
D'accord, d'accord. You can just eat these whole.
Where are the tweezers I need to crack it open?
Good. Do you see it?
Yes. Oh, it's the Eiffel Tower. Yes. Yes, this is the bestest Eiffel Tower in the world ever. There's only one Eiffel Tower. I see people walking up the Eiffel Tower. Oh, look at the Eiffel Tower. It's awesome, right? She's the Eiffel Tower. I'm the best in the world ever.
Is it big?
Yeah. I wish I could be a Eiffel Tower.
On the evening before catching a flight back home, we gathered together to celebrate my boy Beckham's 9th birthday on the lawn just under the Eiffel Tower. It was the kid's first time seeing the Eiffel Tower in person. To make the night even more magical, a man in the crowd gets down on one knee to propose. She says yes. It's strange, but it's not until I watch footage that I realize how valuable these times are for the family. As time passes, it gets more and more challenging to get everyone together, as we each stay busy with our own daily lives. But I hope we can continue to make time and memories.